Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Gyro here, and particularly warm welcome to my new subscribers. You guys are welcome to our new little casual solo horrific vision runners club, if you like. So today I'm bringing to you a video of horrific Vision of Orgrimmar with one mask. It is a guide. I have up-leveled to 447 in the meantime because I got a lucky drop, and I'm showing to you my talents of mother's whatever it is, mother's talents, and we are going to jump straight in. Now what you will see first when we jump into the chamber where we see Rathian is that I have a quest to hand in a new mask. This activates a mask altar, which allows me to put a mask on and have a run with a mask. Now you will see that one of the altars is already activated. It's that altar which right now I'm blanking out because I'm a little bit tired after my working day and my little cold, so I apologize for my voice. But basically I have two masks. So one of them, see that red portal, red one that is kind of highlighted right now? It's the altar of the long night. It's the one that halves your sanity. So you, instead of 1000 sanity, you get 500. I will tell you how that run went in a second. Yes. Right now we're handing in the Mask of the Burning Bridge, and this time, so this recording, this full run and guide is going to have something to do with the Mask of the Burning Bridge. Essentially, it means that the mobs are 25% tougher, harder to kill, and 25% doing more damage, right? And you also cannot retrace your steps. So wherever you step, there is going to be a puddle that is going to be draining your sanity if you stand in it. And as you can imagine, even though you think, well, why would I stand in a puddle of sanity draining thing? Well, you know how hectic these runs are. Orgrimmar, not Orgrimmar. Yes, I know that Stormwind sucks and it's a lot harder than Orgrimmar. Therefore, Orgrimmar doesn't suck as much and it is not as hard. But still, when you're a casual in 447, 446, 447, you feel it. You see those puddles now accumulating behind me, and we're going into the guide mode of this video. Rants to the minimum, let's go. First thing I want to do is assemble, so get as many ads as possible and run into this hut. It is the hut that is the closest one to the blacksmith. Why did I run here? Because lovely Wowhead told us again, or told me anyway, where to find again a hint of which liquid, which mysterious liquid of this run is going to be a bad one. So in my case, in this case, there was this liquid next to that dead body on the floor here, and that liquid was black liquid. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing as I've done in Stormwind, and I'm simply going to avoid picking up the black liquid, and I'm going to pick up anything else that I can, hoping to find the good one that restores sanity. Running a little bit ahead of myself, I can tell you that even though this Mask of the Burning Bridge is not as terrible as the Mask of the Long Night, which I have tried on the run before, the one that at the moment I'm not sharing with you guys, unless you would like me to. I could turn it into another video of a 4-chest run, but as you guessed, I have failed it. And to be completely honest with you, I probably could have made it, but I made one mistake on Rexxar, who I, as you saw on the map, in the numbering of the bosses, I'm always hitting Rexxar last. Well, in this case, Rexxar was not a pushover that he was without any masks on, without any extra complications, to be completely honest with you. And even with my with Gift of the Titans that I didn't have last time in Orgrimmar, even with all the talents, you know, and with my cloak being now rank 12 and providing 65% resistance to corruption. Yes, it plays a humongous role, as you can see already, if you're paying attention to how slowly my sanity is draining. Of course it does make a difference, but Rexxar also learned a few new tricks, and perhaps maybe I was unlucky this time. Let's wait until we get there, but hopefully I'll be able to run less there when we get there. But you'll see basically that he wasn't as easy. And with the Mask of the Long Night, imagine now guys that bar of sanity that you see in the middle of the screen where my character is, imagine it being halved. I swear guys, you feel it. With all mobs being tougher and everything, Again, I know people do runs with 5 masks and I talk about it every time, Mostly I do this for people who just joined us and for those who haven't watched my previous videos, so I always have to make at least one assertion of the fact that the unique service proposition of this channel, unique thing for you guys, is the fact that I'm a casual. You see a lot of clears with 5 masks, there is like heaps and heaps of them now, especially the week of Orgrimmar is starting and it's easier than Stormwind. But those people are in 465 and plus, 470, 465. Nothing's wrong with that, all due respect, but we are casuals here. We have maximum of, well, I guess 450-ish, 450-ish. I suppose I will reach that too at some point. Some of my people on the channel already have, which I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of this kind of growing club, really, of solo pushes. So anyway, point is that when you are in that type of gear, I don't ask for any medals, but I'm not gonna shy away from the fact that these horrific vision runs, even with 1 mask, turn into a bloody feat of strength, okay? And that's what all we're doing here. So the guide is kind of showing you effectively the best path through the most dangerous moments, highlights the mobs effectively, the ones that you need to kill first. Always kill first those casters, the ones that cast that stunning beam, guys. There was one right now at the end of that pack, you saw him. So that is just, I hope that's pretty obvious to you. I felt pretty confident with the Gift of the Titans now being on to pull even this mini boss here, as well as this group. I know that I'll be able to dispatch of them, and I had a little bit of a sort of headway, I suppose, with that, with sanity not draining while Gift of the Titans was on. So obviously I wanted to capitalize on that moment. Now, recommendation that I can give you is that, and it's a bit risky because Gift of the Titans may or may not pop up, but in these runs you kind of have to take a little bit of risk. It's part of the game, really. So my recommendation to you is, do not forget how Gift of the Titan works. Gift of the Titans works. We rely on it a lot, and in this particular case, what you want to do is, when you would like Gift of the Titans to pop. Sure, I would like it to pop right now, but in this particular case I have cleared the area, so I didn't have a choice. But you'll see that happening in many other cases. So what I recommend is that you pull many little mobs, and as well as the annoying one that you kind of would like Gift of the Titans for, like right now. Yeah, I was lucky right now, even though that guy died actually much quicker this time around than when I had the Mask of the Long Night on for some reason. Maybe it was just luck. But basically why? Well, Gift of the Titans has a chance to proc upon death of one of the mobs. So if you're fighting a boss and there are no adds and there is no one else around, what will cause the Gift of the Titans to proc? Nothing, right? So what you need is a lot of little targets, the ones that could help that Gift of the Titans to proc, obviously. Yep. Okay, so here it was a bit of a mess up because I had obviously the fire breathing potion on, and apparently as a kind of side effect of this, unless you keep topping it up, that effect, when it wears off after like whatever it was, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it was there for, you get a negative effect of sorts. For example, the one that heals you, then you start vomiting apparently for a few seconds, as if like you're sick after having that potion. Okay, fair enough, cool, nice effect. In this particular case, you breathe fire, but when the effect runs out, you get this fire on yourself and you kind of are stunned and running around a little bit like, ah, I'm on fire, oh my god, that kind of stuff, right? It's cool. To be honest with you guys, you know what, like, yes, all of these slowdowns, all of that is annoying, but these parts, like that type of stuff, I actually like it. I think it adds flair, it adds a bit of flavor to this, and it makes it a bit more fun for us to try this, don't you think? Yeah, so in this particular case, I think, speaking of the mask itself, there is only so much I can comment on the fact that there is black crap on the ground behind me. Surely you're noticing it, right? So the whole idea is, and the problem for Demon Hunter especially, who is very jumpy, very dashy, the whole idea is the fact that you need to plan your movements fairly smartly. I'll be honest with you and I'll say that especially, well, when Gift of the Titans is proccing, of course you don't care, but because sanity is drained at about -9, well, at my cloak level anyway, at about -9 per tick, I imagine, or per second, something like that. We would need to take a closer look, both you and I, at this footage, because I've just literally ran it and I'm recording straight after this. I kind of need to actually spend some time watching this myself afterwards, so this is on the hot heels of the run recorded. Now watch this, this was weird. Watch this. Boom! And he's dead. Like, what procced there? Was this that rank 12 of the cloak, something that suddenly increases my agility and therefore I had a really quick burst of damage, you think? But something procced there and I thought that that guy died like literally from 2 hits. And that was very odd. So I noticed it during the run, and now second time I'm recording the audio for this, I'm kind of paying attention to this and I'm like, yeah, that's weird. Alright, so we're following the map that I showed you early on and we are going into the drag now. I am not dealing with this path behind the central building of Orgrimmar, even though it's a shorter path, but I would need to clear more mobs, I think, than these few. Maybe I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below if I am wrong, because so far a lot of people who have commented, especially my dude who has commented only once, but you will not be forgotten, my friend, because what that person said was he gave me an idea of how to, well, I'm not gonna use the word cheat, because it is a mechanic in the game, it's a legit mechanic, it's just a matter of knowing about it and using it smartly. So because I'm a night elf, you will see that I have shadow meld. I had no idea that these days in WoW, not like, so like 10 years after I started playing, these days in WoW you can use shadow meld in combat. So what that wonderful person has advised me to do is that for the area of Rexa, you apparently do not have to clear everyone. You can just run pretty much close to the hut where Rexa is, and you can then use shadow meld to drop combat and to basically just kill Rexa, saving quite a lot of time clearing other mobs. So that was a wonderful advice that, believe it or not, worked perfectly well on the previous run with the Mask of the Long Night, the one that I failed and the one that I'm not showing you right now. But I'm about to try it again. I'm running ahead of myself, but you know, who cares about spoilers? You're about to see it anyway. I tried it again, but I will point out to you in the guide format, kind of where all this commentary is more guidey per se. I will point out a moment where that shadow meld trick did not work quite as well as I expected, okay? But I'll point it out to you, just stand by. Let's just keep clearing right now, and once we are close to Rexa, guys, I wanted to use that shadow meld trick. I wanted to run past the first initial mobs as quickly as I could, but they started dazing me. They noticed me, obviously, I'm not an invisible man, and they noticed me, they dazed me, and I wasn't able to run past them. So I kind of had to fight more than I wanted to in this run, which wasn't a mega issue. So let me just rest my voice and you can just watch this video until I start fighting Rexa, and then we'll talk again. Don't go anywhere. And I'm back again, guys. So as you saw, I skipped one group and I wanted to skip this one. I wanted to get here and press Shadow Meld, and I did. And that dropped aggro on the first group, but this one obviously could see through stealth and it was too close. And that's why it still stayed aggroed. It didn't just, you know, I thought that it's far enough and they would just retreat back to their position, kind of there on the corner, but it was way too close and I kind of messed that one up. So that is something for you to know. If you're faster than me, you probably could skip more at first, maybe the first groups, the ones that dazed me before the bridge there after Misha. That's what I kind of mentioned to you. And also please be better than me and don't step into these traps. Traps are annoying. His pets are already stunning you, and if you step into his shadowy bluey traps on the ground, they stun you for real, like for 3 seconds. So that can be death, and I think that's exactly what was my death in the run where I had the Mask of the Long Night. Because again, I remind you, here we have 1,000 sanity to play with. 1,000, that's fantastic, right? There I had 500. It's crazy. It honestly is crazy. That is seriously something that is like, oh my god, like, you know, people do it, of course they do it, they're better geared than I am, vastly better geared than I am, but again, I'm not gonna use it as an excuse, I'm gonna still obviously try. Right now I'm out of Vessels of Horrific Visions again. I had 2 this morning, as in after this reset and after doing the assaults, but I am going to obviously do more on this main of mine, and I'm gonna record further videos for you, of course. Now, in the meantime, as I said to you many times, and you are especially familiar with this if you are more of a regular here, and if you're new here, I very much hope that you will become a regular and you'll join this club and you'll subscribe to the channel, help it grow. I really appreciate it. So what I'll be doing is I'll be pushing now Horrific Visions on my alts. I have a reasonably geared Demon Hunter, Death Knight. I have reasonably geared Demonology Warlock, and I have, well, not as reasonably geared, but getting there, Beastmaster Hunter. So these are going to be 3 alts that I'm going to be pushing very intensely over the next few days, and going to see how I go, obviously with no masks, my friends, but I'm gonna at the very least try and do a normal full clear, no masks, and I'm gonna offer you my opinions, my impressions of which alt felt better for a casual, all of that kind of stuff. Perhaps you're considering an alt right now. For you that might be interesting. As always, my friends, I welcome your feedback and I welcome your opinions. I learned a lot from you. I really am enjoying this little friendship circle that I kind of created, and you guys have been really a fantastic addition to it. Like, you know, everyone who said a few words in the comments, you really noticed. I reply to everyone, and I'm glad that I can do that, and it really was more enjoyable than I thought when I started this channel. So please subscribe if you haven't already. This is definitely something that helps me stay motivated and adds a flair and enjoyment to my normal playtime. This is basically what I do now in addition to my playtime after a hard day at work. That's what I do. And stick around, we're about to get rid of Thrall. There is not much to say about Thrall. Thrall got a lot of abilities, he's annoying, yes, he's a bit tougher, yes, but he didn't feel too bad. He didn't feel too bad, honestly, with one mask on, even at this item level. So let's have a look at the rewards. Everyone wants to see the rewards. I'm gonna show you all the rewards. And to be honest with you, I said that I think we deserve more than this that's given to us, but I was actually quite happy with the rewards this time. I just think that after Stormwind, after the stress of Stormwind, it feels like I want more to compensate this stress, right? But in this particular case, I actually thought it was okay. Let's take a screenshot and use that for our splash today on the video, and let's see. So I got another mask, I unlocked another mask, we will be looking at that, well, sometime soon, obviously. I got, obviously, a lot of corrupted mementos. I got higher item level wrists, very nice, okay, but I have some corruption effect on my current one, so I don't know, let me know if I should swap them. I got a cosmetic, I didn't know that I'm gonna get it, that was a nice surprise, and I got a pet. Yeah, who would say no to that? Is it the same as the cool druid form of Mage Tower? No, but thank you very much for this, Blizzard devs, anyway. Alright, I'm gonna say goodbye to you for now, my friends. I'm gonna see you in a couple of days on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye bye.